So a great conversation came up about who is the real athlete of the decade, as congratulations to LeBron James. He was named the AP Male Athlete of the Decade, actually overall as well. Congratulations to King James. I had a couple people bark back at me with a couple of guys that they would have named as the athlete of the decade. I had a Serena Williams and I had a Tom Brady. I don't believe Serena is in this conversation because she didn't end the decade well because of pregnancy and childbirth and all that. She was super dominant though. Give her all the credit. But in regards to if this is a two-person race between LeBron James and Tom Brady, I went and did a little bit of research and I thought long and hard about the decades that both of these men have had. Tom Brady got to the Super Bowl 5 times this decade, 3 and 2. LeBron got to the NBA Finals 8 times this decade, 3 and 5. So we got 3 rings between the two of these guys this decade. And outside of that, I don't think it's close. You know, the decade includes the years 2018 and 19 as well. And though Tom Brady did win a ring back in January or top of February, he ain't been the greatest version of himself the entire 2019. And as we ended it, he was awful most of 2019. And I do want to point out, there's a big gap between Tom Brady's 3rd and 4th championships. As we all know, there was a couple of losses to the Giants, I believe back in 08 and definitely around 2011, 2012-ish when the Patriots lost to the Giants, when they were favored in both of those games. You know, I kind of point to the level of expectation on Brady and LeBron James. Tom Brady, ever since the year 2003-04, this dude's already sitting on 3 rings. The expectations for Brady just were not high. If he gave you more rings, great. The Randy Moss season, I feel like, kind of revitalized Brady as the best quarterback in the league. But overall, I don't think the expectations every year were on Brady. He already had 3 rings at such an early age. In LeBron's case, the expectations were literally picking up as soon as we got into the 2010s. As a matter of fact, he joined the Miami Heat in 2010. That was the peak of the pressure for LeBron James to win a championship. And he did deliver. And on just sheer expectations and pressure alone, I got to give the edge to LeBron James. He's the athlete of the decade. First off, he's physically demanding. I don't want to take anything away from Tom Brady because that guy has to get hit for a living. LeBron James takes a lot of punishment night in, night out, but I'm pretty confident it's nowhere near 6'3" defensive tackles coming your way every game like Brady has to deal with, and he's been doing it for pretty much 20 years now. But I would give the edge to LeBron. With all that being said, as the athlete of the decade, his athletic ability stood out to me the most this decade. So I would give him the slight edge if I had to over Tom Brady. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment box below. My athlete of the decade is LeBron James. Who's yours? I'm out. You into sports? We got you. NFL news? I got you. NBA news, NBA highlights, NBA full coverage, feature stories, all that great stuff. I got you. We even got a little bit of Madden and 2K mixed in. Subscribe to this platform, and I got you. More quality content on the way. Subscribe.